perfect day to defend freedom.
Did you know the scientific term for a group of bugs is a bane of terminids? The unofficial term is Future Element 710.
Right. Time to continue my doing nothing whatsoever substantial.
Initiating FTL jump to the Alamak system. FTL jump successful. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed.
Tagging map. Northeast. Far.
Dropships. West.
Inbound.
Seems like Kick has nothing but these fucking scam bots.
Requesting orbital.
Listen carefully to those following.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
Fresh magazine in. Recovery complete, brothers. All specs ready to scan. Commencing all specs scan.
battle has turned in our favor.
Auspex deep scan ready. Enhanced visuals incoming. Reloading. Throwing frag grenade.
Rally point updated.
Back into the fray. Scanning. A brother has fallen. All specs ready to scan.
Show no
Fresh
mercy.
magazine in. Rearming. Scanning.
Our allies are halfway done.
On lui a découpé sa mère la putain de...
All specs primed. Enhanced visuals incoming.
Voilà. Ah merde la pute maintenant, c'est bon. Vas-y, trop. Comment le personnage peut être aussi cheaté en temps normal et être aussi à chier comme ça?
All specs deep scan ready. Our brother died in valor, not in
Des
vain.
grands coups de pied dans le vide, frère.
Releasing frag grenade.
Rally point updated.
Commencing Auspex scan.
Astartes, push for dominance.
Ok. Je teste.
All specs ready to scan. Activating all specs advanced. Clear a blast radius.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
Commencing Auspex scan. Auspex prime.
Rally point updated.
Was this planet worth such a toll?
No more.
Auspex ready to scan. Enhanced visuals incoming. Casualty reported.
The arch enemy closes in on victory.
Auspex engaged. A brother has fallen.
Our allies are
Commencing
halfway
Auspex
done.
scan. Auspex prime.
Bring honor to the chapter, brothers.
Scanning. Casualty reported. Auspex deep scan ready. Activating Auspex advantage. Auspex ready to scan.
Rally point updated.
This battle exacts a grave toll. Auspex engaged.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Activating Auspex advantage.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Release Auspex deep scan ready. Auspex ready to scan. Deploying frag grenade.
Releasing shock grenade.
Activating Auspex advantage. Swapping magazine.
We lost the advantage. Reclaim it at once.
Now we turn the tide. Our brother died in valor, not in vain. Auspex engaged. Releasing frag grenade.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor. Things are halfway done.
All specs primed. Activating all specs advantage. Throwing frag grenade. Gathering supplies. All specs ready to scan.
Minutes remain. Decimate them.
All specs primed. Commencing all specs scan. Coordinates away.
Astartes, push for dominance.
All specs primed. Clear a blast radius. This battle exacts a great toll. My duty remains undone. Was this planet worth such a toll?
Rally point updated.
Enhanced visuals incoming. Throwing frag grenade.
Until mission end.
Back into the fray. Releasing frag grenade. Rearming.
Hey everyone, I need to talk to you about something very real and very personal. As many of you already know, I am in the middle of a legal fight to stay in my son's life in a meaningful way. And this isn't just about me as a dad, it's about my son having the father he needs. He deserves both of his parents in his life equally, and that's what I'm fighting for. The truth is, I don't know how long this process will take. I've already been through one hearing already, and I have another one that's scheduled for December 2nd. And I have absolutely no idea how many hearings it will take after that. And I have no idea how much it will cost. What I do know is this: what you think it will cost, it's usually double that. At the end of the day, this is a war of attrition and finances, and I need to stay in the game. I don't want the one thing keeping my son from his father being a piece of paper or digits on a screen. It's all
Yeah, the whole point of it is to try to drain you dry, so you just so you just hand over custody to the mom so that they can, ensure that the child grows up brainwashed and indoctrinated with progressive leftist ideals.
already been super expensive, and it's going to get even more expensive with all of the legal fees and the filings and the evaluations and the hearings. It stacks up quickly, and I know that I'm going to get a lot of flack in the comment section, like I did the last time I reached out to the community for help. Accuse me of being a grifter and saying I should be ashamed for asking for help. And yeah, I know I'll be insulted again this time, but when your child needs you and you have no other options, you do what you have to do as a parent. Any reasonable father would understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and he'd do the same thing himself if he had to. Okay. And I want to thank every single person that has already donated. You don't understand how much that means to me, how much you have helped me. Your thoughtfulness has allowed me to make it past the first round of this fight. And every donation matters, and it shows me that I'm not alone in this, and I am very grateful, and it's very humbling, and I know that someday my son will know that people stood with his dad when it counted. And this fight is about my son growing up with the stability of knowing his father was there for him. Every dollar donated goes directly into keeping me in this fight. And it's about making sure that the outcome is decided by truth and justice, not by who has more money. And so my GoFundMe is still active, and I haven't reached my goal. That's why I'm sharing this again. I'm posting a link at the top of the screen to my GoFundMe. I'm also leaving a link down in the video description below, and it's also going to be in my channel description as well. So it's not easy to ask, but this is bigger than me. It's about my son and about children everywhere who deserve to grow up with their fathers present and active in their lives. And I know that times are hard for a lot of people. So if you can't give, that's okay. Just sharing this helps more than you realize. But if you can contribute, it means everything to me. And so it means that my son gets to grow up with his father fully in his life, not cut off by a system that too often forgets what's best for the child. And so I'm unapologetic about asking for help here, because this isn't about pride. It's about children needing their fathers. It's about responsibility, and it's about not letting the system break the bond between a parent and their child. Thank you.
So I've had a lot of people tagging me to this tweet that's getting a lot of traction today. Thank you everyone who tagged me. As you can see,
Am I still here? No. I'm dead. What's up, Wolf? I just honestly don't know what the fuck to do anymore. I'm still here, much to my chagrin. How about you, Wolf? Let me know whenever you're here. Ah, oof, bad day today. Well, it's not that it's just a bad day today. They've just been getting progressively worse. Nothing I'm doing is working. The only thing I can do and have any tiny measure of control over is a flop. Talking about the channel. Um, just found out I'd be waiting upwards of a year to get employed by Border Patrol, and by then it'll be too fucking late. I'm getting jerked around by the mercenary company again. They're like, oh, we're sorry. You need to complete extra medical requirements. I've completed all requirements. Every single fucking one. All of them. I've done everything right. I've checked every fucking box on that list for every fucking buddy, and I get no fucking results. And today I passed 8,193 fucking applications. At this point, I might as well go to fucking school just to be a drain on the education system and be a fucking nuisance or something. And nobody can complain about my fucking resume. Ugh. My resume is fucking stacked. That's just a taste of it, honestly. Although it has the draft name of the guy that actually wrote it on it, so I'm trying not to dox him. I'm fucking tired of not getting anywhere. I'm honestly about to go ballistic. And there's a lot of places locally that would fucking deserve it. I mean, freaking hell. Freaking hell. Look at this bullshit. Stacked. On every level. Oh yeah, the chat disappeared for some reason. Stacked. 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 What am I fucking missing? The list is long and varied. Yet not a goddamn peep from nobody. And it fucking eats me because I will see the same exact fucking posts all the goddamn time. Applied. Now, over 700 times. About 300. Close to 500 for them. Just around the same. I think it's around 500 or 600. FBI about 100 times now. ITS about the same. The CF Valley the same. All of this the fucking same. All the same exact fucking ones everywhere. I can scroll literally all day and I'm not going to find one I haven't applied to ad infinitum. Commander Wolf, I have applied to literally every single local kitchen job, service job, custodial job, janitor job. Same exact result. Even fast food would rather keep on rehiring illegals than to hire me. They said McDonald's is always hiring. Bull fucking shit. Extremely fucked. Can't find a goddamn thing. And me trying to start a security company is going nowhere either. Yep. Bouncer, unarmed guard, armed guard. I'm certified for all three. Nothing. And local law enforcement is still practicing DEI, even though it's federally illegal. I guess the mayor of El Paso is just telling the federal government to fuck off. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate it, Commander Wolf. But if I'm going to give it like a few months, if we can't even get close to goal in a few months, I'm just giving it up and doing the refunds. I'm about to hand over this channel to Nelia and just tell her it's yours from now on, and I'm done. She'd probably get a lot farther since she's female. And it's not like I can pay for promotion. Shit's expensive. It's something like $50 a fucking day for YouTube. What is it called? It's like YouTube, whatever. It's YouTube something or other. Oh, of course, and I'm getting that, happening too. Oh, my back. God damn. Badger, if you need some funds, let me know. I owe you enough. I'm not trying to incur any more debts I know now I will never be able to pay back. $8,000 views. 53 subs. I'm not even getting 1% at all. No matter what the fuck I do. There's literally nothing I can do to improve any of this. Absolutely nothing. Even Charlie Kirk couldn't save me from this. And I know this is fake. I know this isn't real. Because now, what YouTube counts as recommending your content is the fact that it's up on YouTube. So basically, everybody's content is recommended. Ain't that a load of shit? I'm just fucking tired, man. Real fucking tired of doing all this shit and getting nowhere. Period. Commander Wolf, you don't owe me anything. I'm just trying to be a good Kimaritan? Kimaritan. Kimarite. Yeah, I don't know what you were trying to say right there. Commiserator? Or Kimaritan? Oh, Samaritan? Okay, because he spelled it Cimareitan. Yeah, I know. It's hard to type on phones. I have the same issue. But yeah. I'm just really tired of doing all this and getting nothing else in return. Outside of ultra dedicated individuals. Which there's no point in trying to drain somebody by themselves. And yeah, I've tried all these recommendations. They don't work. That's why I call freaking YouTube's recommendation bullshit a lie. Because they consider recommendation you having stuff up on the platform. It's a whole load of bullshit. And everything's only getting worse. And it seems like there's nothing I can do. I've done everything already. Many people have gone through the checklist with me. Absolutely nothing. No voicemail from a number I don't recognize and have nothing to do with. Get a lot of those nowadays.
Hi, this is my Dixon. I'm calling from the Tech Bank. Please give me a call. My phone number is 212-356-9573. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
I've tried to call back New Tech Bank a few times, and the fuckers don't answer the goddamn phone. And here's why they're calling me. Gotta delete all this authentication bullshit. Okay. This is why. Don't know unless I fucking try, right? This will be what, the 5th time I've tried to get this shit working? And this is to try and start a gaming company. Yes, a small business loan. So the actual amount it would take to start a company, get it rolling, and start working on something, it's actually around $1,970,863.74. And since I like, nice, neat, round numbers, even numbers, I just went up to 2 mil. What games am I planning to make? First thing I want to do, shooters. And the first game I want to make it's going to be a real sim. Kind of like Arma. Or Arma 2, right? Kind of like that. Except with GTA's level of IRL copy pasting into a game. So imagine this. You get millions of players online. You get to make your own countries. Oh, you just want to have a copy of the whole entire planet Earth? And you want to start from the Industrial Revolution? Okay, let's see where you take it. There's a whole planet that would be your oyster. Now, it would be first-person shooter, technically. But it would also be an MMORPG. So imagine Arma with the projected scale of GTA, but the real scale of something like VR chat. So, if you've played DayZ, you spawn in, starting at whatever age you want to. You could go to school and then try to figure out what path you want to take. Or you could jump in as a fully realized adult human and start from the regular way, right? Let's say you join a military service. Wouldn't it be cool if it was reflected from real life into the game? Where there'd be something like 5,000 of you on an aircraft carrier making the whole thing work? Wouldn't that be neat? And there's just 5,000 you dedicated to this ship. You are the Navy now. Yeah, it would, which is why it would take about 2 years. I would need at least 10 specialists to work on it. And then that's how much, approximately, it would take to keep them paid, you know, keep everything getting made, and the equipment, the office, security. I haven't planned on allowing work employees to select a company car, so they save on gas and they save on all that, or electric or whatever. And then knowing that such a game would make a huge amount of money, what would be next, right? Would be seeing about trying to see if it was possible to rip away the rights to the Halo IP away from Bungie, away from Microsoft, away from Halo Studios. And then see about translating that with the core version of Halo, but made in the same vein. Commander Wolf, I was going to say keep that as the grand goal ambition, but start off small like a retro first-person shooter. That would be awesome if possible. Thing is that when I lowered the amount requested, I got 0 lender matches. But now I know this is going to go completely unanswered because everybody so far has rejected me. And New Tech Bank has just been playing fucking phone musical chairs with me and doing nothing else. So I don't know what the fuck to do. Take a crack at remastering Mech Commander? Yeah, that would be neat, wouldn't it? Trouble is, I've been trying to learn to code and programming for about 2 years now. I'm just going to say it's not going well. I'm in the same place as when I fucking started. And it's not like I have the money to pay a bunch of people to, like, I don't know, generate something. Commander Wolf, coding is never easy. No, it's not. It's just like math. You're kind of born with a knack for it or not. You can practice and get a good basic understanding of it, but the application of it is damn near impossible for some of us. If I recall, there was a Code Lyoko fan game that kind of teaches coding for free. Code Lyoko, why does that sound familiar? And now I'm thinking of giant heads on tiny bodies. Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko. I think it was something I watched with my nieces and nephews. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Old cartoon on Cartoon Network. You're not wrong with that description. Yeah, I think it might have been on Toonami. Was it Toonami Jetstream? Because I know there was like Cartoon Network, and then on Cartoon Network they had a few extra channels. Or no, they had extra blocks or segments in their programming. I believe Toonami. Yeah, I think yeah, I think it was on Toonami. It was French anime on Cartoon Network, Meguzi. It was before it was on before Toonami. Okay. Well, if it was on before Toonami, then was it Cartoon Network Kids? I remember there's a few blocks in between where I'd watch stuff with my nieces and nephews, and then before I went to bed, after I put them all to bed, I'd watch Adult Swim on top of that. Fish creatures and a human girl. As I'm getting older, it's harder to recall. An undersea base like, oh, like Sea Lab 2021 or whatever. Okay, yeah, that's right. Huh. The girl had a yellow and black Kill Bill outfit. Yeah, I don't remember, bub. But yeah, I remember Cote Lyoko. And it was such a big deal when one of them could throw one of their fans and bisect some evil program or whatever. They just threw it super far and everyone was like, oh, amazed that it happened. Now that I think about it, I think a couple of my nephews were kind of obsessed with it. You feel old. I'm the retiree. What's that? Oh. I remember this. It was in the breaks or whatever.
What's up? You guys ready for the big show? Let's get it started.
Man, back when they made actually good shit. Was it?
When I read the story, the story, and the next and the next I read it and only it didn't say that the concept who was who had the glasses and was writing the story.
Well, then whoever wrote the story is called the author. It would say something like written by.
But like it's class, it's a student making their own book.
Well, then, yeah, they would be the author. Yes? Because students author their homework. Yes. Just like if you write a note, you're the author of the note. Do you understand? Okay, go ahead, done.
Boarding school kids have it easy. Are you ready? Use a
Yep. Yeah, I remember this.
big supercomputer. Virtualization. Battle in a virtual world. We're not exactly having a tea party here. Stop an evil villain.
Santa's up to something.
And save the world.
Return to the past now.
On second thought, maybe it's not so easy.
I'm beginning to wonder if I'm up to the job.
Code Lyoko. Weekdays at 5.
Freaking A.
30.
Now, which one of you wants to be first?
Only on Magoozy.
You see, I still had a tube TV back in these days. Well, I believe back in those days, they were smoking nothing related to leftism.
The old.
But goddamn.
Boarding school.
Look at that number.
Started running. He's not not particularly far.
Boarding school kids have it easy.
Same. Use pliers to turn the knob because the knob cover fell off and wore out. Ours were made of metal. Still, we had I forget which decade it was from, actually. It was either the 80s or the 90s. But yeah, ours were made of metal. So they never wore out, thankfully. And they did that heavy click, 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 click. But yeah, look at that number. Plastic, metal, with all wood covering all over. Yeah, ours was just metal and it was like that semi-wood or whatever. Yeah, big number. That's what I want. I'll never achieve that ever in my lifetime. I'll be dead before this channel sees like 50 live stream. 50 people in the live stream. $50K. Yeah, I'll be dead before I accomplish anything else in my life. That's just a guarantee at this point. Yeah, I'm obviously getting fucking nowhere. I'll be back to whoever's here after this human break. Well, I'm back. If no one's here, I wouldn't be surprised. Commander Wolf, big number. Best closest example on Emerson 90 TV. An Emerson 90. Oh, man. I remember when Emerson's first came out. I don't have a picture of the old gal TV, but I had fond memories of her before we had to toss it out. Yeah. Same here. Unfortunately, I'm only getting angrier and angrier. The more nowhere I get. I mean, look at this kid. He started his channel like I want to say not that long ago, actually. Look at him now. 700,000 fucking subscribers. Same thing I do. Reaction. Commander Wolf still here. Well, I appreciate it. Had small power on off volume twist knob with a black white channel dial pad under it. Understandable. Yeah. Yeah, I might just give the channel to Nelia and go live in a fucking hole. And how do these fucking idiots like this dude get all these followers and all this engagement and all this other bullshit doing the most retarded shit ever? How? I just cannot grasp it. Commander Wolf, bots? But botting gets your channel, like, basically slayed, forced into the ground. And then they would get banned. But apparently it works for them. Every one of these guys. Johnny Somali, whoever the fuck this dude is. I have no fucking idea what to do. And if they're using bots and they're successful, they must have had a lot of fucking money to start with. Because as far as I'm aware, you have to pay hundreds of dollars to get like the whole bot thingy going, don't you?
So I've had a lot of people tagging me.
Hey everyone, I need to talk to you about something very real and very personal. As many of you already know, I am in the middle of a
Commander Wolf, probably. Hell, YouTube recently admitted during Biden administration they were being told to censorship. I said it. Yep. And I got nuked fucking 9 times because of that shit. Commander Wolf, well, yes and no. I mean, hell, bots still show up here too, and we don't use them. What's called being botted, not botting, as far as my understanding of it is. Which, the fact that these platforms themselves buy bots to inflate their numbers. Fucking hypocrites. A new Halo mod. Fuck it, I'm not doing anything fucking else. That's pretty cool. Wish I could learn how to code. Maybe I'd fucking earn something for once. 2,000 fucking community members in their Discord. I'm so fucking miserable and mad, I don't even want to see it. But I do miss this shit. Oh, but they let them wear skivvies now. Back in the day, you jumped out in full uniform. Commander Wolf, classic Doom I hear is best toolbox to play with coding. Why is I hear? I've been trying to start with the simplest shit, and I can't even get that shit. I appreciate it, Wolf, but this might be the last time I try to do shit. Try and re-enlist? I've been trying to re-enlist. They won't let me. And unless there's an emergency, they won't take me back. But yeah, cartel work seems like the only thing I can possibly look into. Although that is a death sentence in itself, especially nowadays.
This is just like this globalist wet dream, and it's just like
chaos at Jimmy Kimmel's studio. Oh, it's getting crazy, boys. Apparently, there's fear among the staff that Jimmy Kimmel might actually apologize, despite the fact reporting is he won't apologize. Staff are threatening to boycott and walk out of the show mid-show if he does apologize to Trump supporters for falsely claiming that Charlie Kirk's assassin was MAGA. At the same time, Nexstar is joining Sinclair and saying they will not air his show. Oh boy, I guess we got a rock in a hard place. What's Jimmy Kimmel to do? If he comes out and says, guys, I didn't mean it that way, and for that, I am sorry, he loses his staff. If he doesn't apologize, then the MAGA people are going to be as offended as they've been. Now, I think, if you've seen my assessment this morning, for those that haven't, the only reason that ABC is bringing back Jimmy Kimmel is because there was a terror attack on an ABC station in California, and several other local affiliates faced threats of terror attacks. And this is insane. This guy went to an ABC station, shot it up, and then threatened Cash, Dan, and Pam over at the DOJ saying they're next. And this is not fly-by-night weirdo news. This is NBC reporting. This is Mediaite. This happened. Now, Jimmy Kimmel apparently is not going to apologize. We'll see what happens. Advertisers and affiliates are still angry with the show.
I'll be back. I got to make sure other stuff's going on.
Nothing has changed. So for what reason is ABC bringing the show back? The only cited reason that makes sense in the official reporting from the Wall Street Journal was when they said they feared for the safety of their staff. Considering the affiliates and the advertisers haven't changed their stance on this and they're still boycotting the show, I have to imagine the only relevant fact that remains is the terror threats and the terror attack on ABC has them terrified. So where do we go from here, man? Now, it gets crazier from here. Keith Olbermann threatened to kill Scott Jennings, a CNN conservative commentator. He apologized for this. But this is where we are as a country, and holy crap, things are getting crazy. In fact, The Atlantic, believe it or not, a mainstream liberal publication, just wrote an article saying left-wing terror is on the rise. And I can't believe I'm saying this because we did want to lead the show with this news, but we pushed it back in the wake of more information coming about Jimmy Kimmel because of the threat it poses in the immediate with terrorism and, of course, with heated tensions in this country. But the Trump would-be assassin, Ryan Routh, has been found guilty on all counts, and after being found guilty, attempted to commit suicide in the courtroom. Then there was a security breach at the UN with Donald Trump, where apparently the UN shut down the escalator right before he went up it, intentionally creating a very serious security issue, which has everybody up in arms. It's called freezing the target. Trump was left standing still and exposed, and many conservatives are furious, while men on the left say stopping the escalator was a joke. Considering where we are in this country, I will just say, oh my God. We're going to talk about that and more. But before we do, my friends, we got some great sponsors. We got Cove Pure. You may have seen this. Utah and Florida recently banned fluoride in their drinking water. Now ask yourself, why are they doing a massive U-turn on a chemical that's been pumped into our water for 80 years? Maybe it's because they finally realized it's authoritarian. You need the freedom to choose pure water. That's why you should check out Cove Pure, a countertop water purifier certified to remove up to 99.9% of impurities. That includes fluoride. Yes, but also all the other garbage, PFAs, fertilizer runoff, pharmaceuticals, you name it. Wow, that's actually insanely impressive. The taste is a game changer too, guys. This is what water's supposed to taste like, pure, clean, no aftertaste. You'll want more, and it's so easy, no drilling, no plumbers. Just fill it, plug it in. The best part is you can choose any temperature, hot or cold, with one tap. If you like fluoride, fine. Use toothpaste, use mouthwash, but don't wait for the government to sort out pure water. Do it yourself. Head over to covepure.com/Tim, and for a limited time, get $200 off. That's COVEPURE.com/Tim. And I will add to this, too. We're on well water, so we don't have fluoride in our water, and we use glass bottles for our refillables. To be fair, though, we do offer up plastic for those that don't really care. So I take this very seriously. This is legit. And, Luke Rudkowski watching right now is just banging his head on the table being like, yes! Super awesome, Cove Pure. Check that out. We also got PDS Debt. My friends, check out pdsdebt.com/Tim. The system ain't broken. It is rigged. And if you're buried in debt, that's exactly how they want it. Big banks profit when you're desperate. Creditors win when you lose, but you don't have to play their game. PDS Debt helps you take back control. They've helped hundreds of thousands break free from credit cards, loans, high-interest traps. It's your money. It's your future. Time to fight for both. PDS Debt goes beyond the numbers to understand your unique financial situation and craft a personalized plan designed just for you. There's no minimum credit score required. They're here to help you save more, pay off your debt faster, and start putting money back where it belongs, in your pocket. PDS Debt is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, boasts thousands of 5-star reviews on Google, and holds a 5-star rating on Trustpilot. Why? Because PDS has helped hundreds of thousands of people get out of debt. You're 30 seconds away from being debt-free. Get your free assessment and find the best option for you right now at pds.com/Tim. That is pds.com/Tim. And my friends, don't forget to also smash that like button. Share the show with everyone you know. Joining us tonight to talk about this and so much more, we've got Stephen Edgington.
Thank you so much, Tim, for having me.
Who are you? What do you do?
So I work for GB News, which is a British TV network. I live in Washington, D.C. I've been out here for almost 2 years. And I make documentaries for the channel and do long-form interviews with people like Steve Bannon, Victor Davis Hanson, and so on, from a different perspective than most of the British TV networks, which are generally on the left, and GB News is taking a slightly different stance. So, yeah, I'm focusing on American politics and American news.
All right, on. Thanks for hanging out. Should be fun. We got Tate hanging out.
What's up, guys? Tate Brown here, holding it down. Friend of the Brits, friend of British Patriots. So happy to be here.
Hello, everybody. My name is Phil Labonte. I'm the lead singer of the heavy metal band All That Remains. I'm an anti-communist and a counter-revolutionary. Let's get into it.
Here's the story from it's from Blast, I guess, republished by Y Entertainment. Chaos ensues backstage at Jimmy Kimmel Live hours ahead of filming. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that Next Star stations are joining Sinclair. They will not air Jimmy Kimmel. They are preempting the show, which basically means that instead of just taking on what ABC is sending to them, they are going to put something else in its place. And they're saying it's going to be news coverage, but this is where it gets crazy. Yahoo reporting, Jimmy Kimmel's return to late-night TV has allegedly sparked major backstage drama, with producers and writers reportedly panicking just hours before filming. The comedian is set to return to Jimmy Kimmel Live after a week-long suspension over his controversial comments about Charlie Kirk's assassination. But insiders say no one knows what he'll say in his comeback monologue, causing chaos, and some staffers are threatening to walk out if he apologizes. That's crazy. Now, the reporting we got before was that he will not apologize, but we'll see. According to the Daily Mail, the chaos erupted backstage on Tuesday as staff expressed frustration over being left out of the decision-making process. Executive producers have reportedly clamped down, ordering team members not to discuss Kimmel's monologue, which is expected to draw millions of viewers. The secrecy has only heightened tensions, with one insider warning that an apology could be viewed as a betrayal. No one knows what Jimmy is going to say, but there are rumblings that if he apologizes, there will be a walkout. If he grovels or falls on his sword, that's actually a betrayal to all of us. We were all in agreement about the things he said. If he walks them back, it would invalidate everything. Kimmel's controversial remarks, in which he accused the MAGA gang of spinning the suspect's political ties, drew sharp criticism and triggered a warning from FCC Chairman Brendan Carr. This we all know. Now, let me just stress this for the sake of this segment. I know I mentioned this in the intro, but initial reporting, Wall Street Journal and The Hollywood Reporter. Jimmy Kimmel will not apologize, would not apologize. Wall Street Journal said advertisers and affiliates were upset over the comments. They were insensitive. Jimmy Kimmel's statement insinuated the assassin was a Trump supporter when all evidence suggests he was actually left aligned. The executives, Bob Iger and Dana Walden, went to Jimmy Kimmel and said, hey, actually, you're fine. Initial reporting from the Daily Beast said they were actually on his side until Jimmy Kimmel said he was going to criticize MAGA for twisting his words. The executives feared that would make things worse. And considering the threats from advertisers and affiliates, as well as threats to their safety from threats they'd received, they thought it would be a bad idea to let Jimmy Kimmel go back on the air. Now, nowhere did they mention the FCC pressured them or anything like that. Now, Nexstar and Sinclair, the affiliates that threatened to preempt the show, are still doing it. Advertisers have updated us in no meaningful way, so it looks like nothing has changed except for one thing. From Mediaite, anti-Trump ABC shooter targeted Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, DOJ says, quote, they're next. Indeed. The anti-Trump gunman who fired several shots at a California ABC station left a handwritten note that he was targeting Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, and Dan Bongino. This, combined with the reporting that several ABC affiliates received threats of terror attacks, forcing Sinclair to pull their Charlie Kirk memorial, suggests Disney's only motivation in bringing back Jimmy Kimmel was the threat of death that their staff received from the left. And now here we are with them saying, do not apologize or we walk. I have no idea how this country heals. Now, I will say, obviously, when you go outside for the most part, you're not running into people who are hyper-partisan or hyper-polarized. But that was always the case with urban versus rural. In the conservative areas, they're conservative. In the liberal areas, they're liberal, with some controversy happening where they would interact. I have no idea how, if this is where we're currently at, we come down from this, especially considering we are not even a full 2 weeks from the assassination of Charlie Kirk, as well as the terror attack on ABC happening just afterwards. Now we've got reports that Nick Shirley was attacked by Antifa in New York. Cam Higbee was attacked in, was it Tennessee?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
This is just, it's a holy crap moment. I don't know where we go next.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, I think that the reason why.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just leave some CJ the Champ on because I don't freaking know. I don't know what to do. I like CJ the Champ. I wish I was stupider so I appealed to more people. Maybe that's the trick.
You all will be our entertainment tonight. One by one, all of you will come out and you will be tortured. Then you will be killed. After you're killed, we will take your carcass and we will barbecue you. Any objections?
Now you listen here.
Oh my God.
How can I save this nigga and still be clean?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jinwoo Trials. As it is time to, again, observe this serial ore farmer, boss rush every dungeon, and watch no-name characters get their ass whooped and put on life support just for him to come in and save the day at the last second and look cold as hell. This actually pisses me off. I don't know why he does this, bro. Like, help these niggas. So, today's trial, we will have 4 exhibits. 4 exhibits for 4 bosses he absolutely smacked. So let's not waste no more time. The evidence is on deck and ready to be presented. So without further ado, Exhibit A. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A, the Ice Elf. So the first major boss this man Jinwoo just straight up disrespected was this bum-ass Ice Elf. Now a little context real quick. Jinwoo went on this raid with these hunters on his fake-ass E-rank nonchalant bullshit. He's still hiding from the fucking league that he's LeBron James and he's acting like Ben Simmons. So everybody thought this was just gonna be a normal raid, until it wasn't. This gate ended up turning into a red gate. And when a gate turns red, you can't leave. You are locked in there until the boss is dead. So if you are under leveled, GG, nigga, you're dead. It was nice knowing you. So when they entered the dungeon, they got ambushed off the rip by the Ice Elves. This poor dude got fucking domed through the eyes and everything, like, damn. And these Ice Elves thought they was cold as hell. Look at this hitting this emote. Nigga probably thought, yeah, nigga. You saw how I just sniped that nigga across the map? Yo, clip that shit. And of course, this Jinwoo caught the fucking arrow and he's ore farming. Jesus Christ, here we go. This nigga can't go 5 minutes without ore farming. So what ended up happening was this dickhead in his level 99 Skyrim armor decided to take charge and say, all right, everybody, listen up. All the strong niggas come with me. And all the weak niggas, I don't know, just go find something to do. And I feel so bad for this dude. Bro said, can I join the team? And bro pushed him down and said, the fuck is you doing, weak ass, bum ass nigga? If you don't take your ass over to the trash ass niggas over there. And this man Jinwoo's just thinking in his head, oh God, all the poor souls that follow this guy are gonna fucking die. And man, man, he wasn't lying. Because they got fucking squad wiped. The Ice Elves cooked these boys. And look at this pussy. Bro was talking all that shit earlier about the weak niggas. And look at him now, screaming like a bitch and running away like a pussy. And man, the other group, they having a whole ass cookout, not having to do a damn thing because Jinwoo is carrying their asses, killing everything. And Lord have mercy, look at him again. Ore farming. Again. Jinwoo tried not to ore farm challenge. Impossible. I'm starting a counter, bro. We're at 2. So later on that day, while everybody's just chilling at camp, enjoying their vacation in this winter wonderland sponsored by Jinwoo, old boy sees them having a great old time at the cookout. And since he didn't get an invite, he started tweaking. Bro walked up to him mad as hell like, oh, look at you niggas just chilling and having a blast. Well, my whole squad got wiped. So he runs up and tries to kill them. But Jinwoo dribbles his head and sends him flying across the map. And he was just looking at him like, loud ass, trash ass nigga. This one you ain't getting no fucking invite. So after he sent old pussy boy flying, the Ice Elves finally pull up out of their active camo. And they were ready to get active. So the boss pulls up and he starts saying, hello, human monkey.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Commander Wolf.
My name is Bartholomew, the Ice Elf. I just named myself that because the author didn't decide to give me a name. It's like he doesn't even care for some of us. Anyways, let me cut to the chase. This is Cletus, and he would like to challenge you to a duel. Cletus? Damn, R.I.P. Cletus. Also, I finally did just figure out this man's name. Baruka? But who the cares? With the amount of screen time he's gonna have, I'm just gonna keep on calling him Bartholomew. So Bartholomew sends his entire army to attack Jinwoo and his shadows. And the shadows started cooking these niggas. And man, I ain't gonna lie, this next part, I gotta break this down. Cause this was just flat out disrespectful. These elves try to shoot his party members, but just look at this. This nigga catches the arrow mid-shot, then shreds them in half. Now, I ain't gonna lie, that was disgusting. So then here comes Bartholomew making his entrance. And this how you know it's time to get active. The health bar's up. So old boy wanted to make this formal. He said, my name is Baruka, but niggas in these streets call me Bartholomew. What say you? Shut up, nigga, let's get active. So they start fighting and Jinwoo immediately jumps up in the air, doing a bunch of unnecessary flips. Like, nah, nigga, go back. Did you have to do all this shit? No, you didn't. Add it to the ore farming count, bro. So he comes down with it, and our boy tried to stomp on the blade, and he thought he had him, but he put the blade back in his inventory, then pulled it back out to almost land a clean hit on him. But Bartholomew wasn't no bum-ass nigga. He parries it, then he kicks Jinwoo off of him. So bro thought he had the advantage. But like 5 seconds later, a random meteor just comes out of the air and hits him, taking off his first chunk of health. Yo, shouts out to the mages, man. The backline came in clutch here. So this is when the entire fight just changed. Old pussy boy got so mad at Jinwoo for disrespecting him. He gets up and starts running at him, trying to kill him mid-fight. But this was all according to plan. Jinwoo knew he would do this because bro was like, oh, good boy, about time you start running to me. So this man summons Egress. He makes a smoke screen and he kills old boy. And in his final moments, guess what he sees? This nigga ore farming before the lights go out. Yeah, big dog. The count's still going up, my nigga. This man is lucky this isn't a straight up criminal trial. Because that was just low-key straight up murder. You could say it was self-defense, but the way Jinwoo put it, he was plotting to murder this nigga the whole time. So he turns this dude into a whole shadow soldier.
He's pretty funny, isn't it? I think he's funny. Unfortunately, I'm not in it right now. Commander Wolf, not a problem. If you need someone to talk to, maybe I may be working on the phone, but I can be someone who can listen. Yeah, I appreciate it. You already know everything there is to know. CJ the champ. There's the link for anyone who gives a fuck.
And you could tell he hated bro because the name that he gave him was Iron.
What? Hey, y'all, come look at this.
This nigga couldn't get creative at all. He literally saw bro had iron armor on and said, your name's Iron. This is a fate worse than death. So Jinwoo when the boys start jumping Bartholomew. And I ain't gonna lie, old boy was hanging in there. But at the end of the day, this wasn't no 1v1. This was a flat out jumping. Eagles comes down and tries to impale him. But he dodges. At a cost though. Because Jinwoo came and shanked him in the back. And this was the beginning of the end for Bartholomew the Ice Elf. Because Jinwoo told this man, hey bro, how your team doing? And he looks over and all the Ice Elves are dead. The Shadow Army slaughtered them. So this made him lose his composure. He tries to bum rush Jinwoo. So Jinwoo throws his dagger at him, but it misses. So dude was like, ha! You can't aim for shit! But it was a feint the whole time. Jinwoo uses the force, brings the blade back, and it ends up shattering his blade. Then Iron comes in and bear hugs him, and the mages let loose and blow this nigga sky high. So with the last bit of health bro had left, he tries to move into his second phase, but he was too late. Jinwoo shanked this man in the abdomen. Then Iron came up with his hammer, and before he squashed bro, look at this man walk away so cold. Oh my God. Add it to the ore farming count, man. So Iron flags this nigga, and it is over just like that. Straight up squashed Bartholomew. I told y'all it's not even worth knowing the dude's real name because this bum only had like 10 minutes of screen time, and we're never gonna see him again. So adios, Bartholomew. Thanks for playing.
That's a good show.
Jinwoo Trials. Exhibit B. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit B, the High Orc. So the second boss on our list today that got obliterated was Karglagon, the High Orc Mage. Now, how all this went down was just hilarious in my opinion. So Jinwoo was working at this mining company, and this dude named Captain Kinhu came up to them and asked if somebody can carry their bags for his strike team that's about to go in the dungeon. And Jinwoo, having experience being a certified bag carrier for teams that are leagues weaker than him, decided, sure, I'll do it. Like, I guess he just wants the extra cash at this point. Because me personally, if I'm Jinwoo in this situation, I'm telling this weak ass nigga to carry my shit. And I mean, he will be way more useful doing it too. Because man, what we're about to witness, this motherfucker needs to hang it up. So when they enter the dungeon, these high orcs end up confronting them. And there are like 50 of them. And apparently they say, one high orc is equivalent to one A rank. So the moment they entered this gate, these niggas were cooked off the rip. So they fought them for a bit and got their asses kicked. I mean, look at this bum ass nigga. He got his whole arm cut off. And Jinwoo kinda had to bail him out a bit. But it got to a point where the orcs ended up sealing off the gate. And they were so overconfident. This one walked up to Captain Kihun and straight up told him,
Greetings, human niggas. I am known as Karglagon. Now I will give you two options. You all can die right now, or you all can come meet with me.
So they decided to meet with him. So later on, while walking through this entire dungeon, they end up entering a massive throne room. And there are like thousands of orcs in here.
Unfortunately, at the moment, I can't even fucking enjoy this either. He released this fucking yesterday. He's got 500,000 fucking views. All because he's fucking black. So he's allowed to do the copyright shit. He's allowed to show parts of shows. He's allowed to use copyright music. He's allowed to do all this fucking bullshit. Fuck you, YouTube. God damn, I need to kill somebody. I really need some terrorists to attack my house. So I can kill some motherfuckers and then blow off steam. But fucking damn it! 500,000 fucking views! Ah! And every time I've tried to upload some shit in this fucking format, copyright blocked. Can't upload. No one will see your video because. But because I'm the wrong skin color. It's the only conclusion I can fucking come to. I need to fucking kill somebody. Badly. This is a 3-hour stream, so no one fucking else is gonna see this shit anyway. Commander Wolf, there's always publishing your own books too. Man, that shit wouldn't fucking... It wouldn't go anywhere for the same reason. I'm a fucking nobody. And only somebodies get their books to fucking the New York Times bestseller lists. I'm tired of doing all this shit and getting fucking nothing at all. So goddamn tired of it. That being said, I don't know what else to do about the channel being fucking dead. I've tried everything. I've done it all. Commander Wolf, J.K. Rowling comes from money, wealth, and nobility. She was not a nobody before she penned that book. And she got sponsored because she's female. And because she's feminist. And liberal. She's got a full fucking stack of shit that these rich fucking evil monsters would pay everything for. That's how she got her claim to fame. It wasn't the books alone, otherwise she'd be somebody like whoever wrote the Midnight Mayor and all that shit. The Return of Matthew Swift or fucking... Well, anyway. Fuck YouTube. Well, anyway, that being said, I don't know. I'm this close to just giving everything to Nilia and then telling her it's all her from here on out. Because I'm not getting fucking anywhere. Well, yeah, that's all I got. I don't fuck. There's nothing I can fucking do. And I need to accept that shit. Well, hope you have a good night, Commander Wolf. I'm yeah, I don't fucking know. Good night, Commander Wolf. I don't know what's next. I got no freaking idea.